Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Looking to pass on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Now, fourth down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan, ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. The inside handoff. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early on this opening drive for them. They're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the SMU Mustangs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guys standing beside, like David Toffett, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. He's got great speed, and he's still running after the move. He turns like that, or while you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Little touch pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Gets it out quickly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be brought down. Defense going all in to stop the run. On second and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Jennings.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points and a safety.
Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the tackler.
And such an advantage when you got a quarterback that you can design the run game through. Like, it makes it so difficult because instead of handing it off back in the day, Palmer, like you used to do all the time, and stand there, now you get the running back blocking for you, so you're adding an extra blocker in the run game, which makes it really nice on an offense.
Yeah, I had way less pressure back when I played. It was literally just throw the ball or turn around and hand it off to someone way more athletic than me.
On first down, here comes this offense. Pressure coming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Another incompletion on third down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're trying to get to him. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
At the 1-yard line. It's a turnover on downs.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Gets it out fast. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Offense in the hurry up.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Mustangs want to move quickly. The give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run when you've got this kind of back?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Frazier. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry up. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Frazier. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Marches ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Caught near the sticks. It's Carroll. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Got the quick pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires one high and deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It doesn't get any better for the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. The run from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have the chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Getting some heat. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's got the tight end. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, or the offense said, take it to the line.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just a...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. This offense has a second down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
It's now 2nd and goal to go.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Takes it into into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David,